So by now, you probably heard about this comprehensible input theory.
We acquire language in one way and only one way, when we understand messages. We call this comprehensible input.
Easy peasy, right? So understandable and compelling is key. But you must have experienced this. Compelling stuff, well, can't understand it. And you probably have also thought about maybe children's books, but let's be real, they can be as dry, as boring as watching paint dry, so no thanks. Does that remind you when you were a kid and hating eating vegetables? They are necessary for our growth, but they may not always be our favorite. Learning English can feel the same. The materials that we need to grow may not always be the ones that we're excited about. So is there a way that we can turn these English veggies into our favorite dessert? Well, to address this problem, I did a little experiment, and here's a tip. If reading isn't your jam and you have a super busy life, don't have the time for reading, which is everybody by the way, then just listen up. What's good about listening is it is chill. You can be half present, maybe doing chores or working out. It's perfect for your super busy life. And here's the thought. Maybe it's not just that we can be half present while listening, but we should be. It might just be the secret sauce to make kiddo stories fun for us adults. We'll definitely circle back to that point. Plus, with kids stories, you can understand like 90% of it most of the time. And if you're struggling to understand when they talk, then just even more reasons to listen, because listening improves listening. I know, mind-blowing, right? So here's a simple trick to make kiddos' story fun. When I say simple, it's really simple. You just need to ask one question, and that's what's gonna happen next. And it's like magic. Before you know, you'll be so into it. Ever watched the TV show that you thought you hate? Well, that show for me was the Korean show Singles Inferno. I was like, too much drama, too fake, not for me. Then I started to watch it. I was piecing together all the puzzles, trying to figure out who's who, who's gonna choose who. Basically, my brain was constantly working, what's gonna happen next. I was totally hooked. Like now, I probably still wouldn't say it's my favorite show, but I can't deny it's something entertaining. See, you don't have to be interested in or like something in order to engage with it. You just need to be curious, and that's all it takes. I bet you definitely had similar experience with a TV show or movie. Feel free to drop a comment down below to let me know what that is. The same goes with kids content. You don't have to like it. You just need to ask, what's gonna happen next? What's next? That's all it takes.
Help, a monster, said Annie. Come on, Annie, it's time to go home, yelled Jack. But Annie didn't answer. Jack! Jack! Annie shouted. Come here, quick!
Like now, I'm still wondering whether the mouse named Peanuts is Morgan Le Fay, and how Annie and Jack will be able to find and collect all the missing items in order to free the spell on Morgan. If I'm losing you here, I'm talking about the Magic Tree House. It's a great starting point for kids' books. Remember the multitasking bit? You can listen while doing chores or working out. We're gonna talk a bit more about that. So if you zone out, you'll get puzzled while listening. No biggie. Just roll with it. See if you can figure things out with the information introduced later on. It's like leveling up in the game. A little bit more challenging, but so much more fun. It keeps you wondering even more, and because it's children's books, usually you won't be like completely lost, but be able to figure things out. If things still don't add up, just make mental notes and dive back into reading. I know, reading the same book, boring, but hear me out. It's not the same old. Because the puzzle unsolved in listening, it feels like a treasure hunt in reading, looking for the missing pieces to put a story together. Ever rewatched Friends and noticed all those quirky Joey moments, like he put a Shining in the freezer because it freaked him out? It's so funny, and it's like these aha moments that suddenly everything makes sense. These are priceless, and here's one more tip to make the whole thing even interactive. You can ask ChatGPT all the questions you have in your head. Like I just asked it, why Joey put books in the freezer? So that I don't have to rewatch the whole thing. Alright, here's the plan. Chill and listen, and keep wondering what's gonna happen next. If things get fuzzy, just make a note and later harmful answers in reading. If you hate reading so much, maybe just clear things up in ChatGPT. Try this with Magic Tree House, it's a great starting point. As you level up, maybe you can try Joey's books, The Shining by Stephen King. Remember, it's not about cramming English words, it's about a journey. We often force-feed ourselves English words, but they don't stick. Just like Annie and Jack embarked on magic journeys in a Magic Tree House, maybe there's a path that English words take to truly settle in our brain. And only when they travel this specific path do they truly stick. Hope this helps. If kids' audiobooks are a little bit too easy for you and you're looking for something a bit more challenging, here's a video for you. Check it out.